Hey everyone!
Hey everyone,
I've got Nikachu!
Nikachu with Jennifer here.
My go live tweet? I did. Okay. Garrick's in the background. Alrighty. Let me figure out what's going on. Channel
How
admin.
many people are usually live when it is live?
Um, on average, I'm about 100 viewers, but I'm expecting a few more today. Because a lot of people have been really excited about it, so hopefully they'll all show up
They
soon.
should.
Hi,
By the way,
Carrick!
congratulations on your 1,000.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I mean, really, this is what I would have preferred to have done if I had the time and someone helped me set up um, a Twitch streaming account.
Yeah, I
And I
probably would
also,
not have been able to do it if Carrick hadn't helped.
yeah, exactly. I don't have such a lovely husband like you do.
Well, thanks. Okay, so this is the legacy deck that I've got my hands on. I
Back to
cannot
basics. That's
scroll.
awesome. 4 caverns,
Alright, so that lets
20
us see the whole
land.
thing.
So far looks normal, but does it have 4 chalice in the main?
Yes.
Okay. Needs 4 chalice.
Absolutely. Alright,
Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine.
and then sideboard.
Is there echoing truth? And that has echoing truth in the
Two
sideboard. This is a
echoing
great
truth.
deck. This is
Okay.
fantastic.
I think it's probably just a typical found online kind of deck.
Not really.
No?
There is some variation to these legacy decks, but yeah,
Okay.
this is something I would play myself. It's very
Awesome.
close to. So what does he have in his flex slot? Oh, he has the Harbinger of the Tides. Harbinger of the Tides. It's the thing is that it. Hmm.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, the
Sorry.
in Legacy he's good because Legacy is a very Delver heavy meta game, so he's great against
Oh,
the Delver
yeah.
decks. But he just sucks against everything else. Uh, yeah, like he just feels like a 4 mana flash creature, just a 2/2 grizzly bear most of the time. So I
Okay.
don't know. I just don't know if you should be part of the deck if you don't know that your metagame is heavy Delver or even Infect maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. You
Yep.
want to go ahead and play? We've got a couple people joining us. Oh,
Sweet.
bounce Merit Lage, Carrick says.
Yeah, we could do stuff like that. But we should. And, oh, actually, this deck is not playing. Oh no, but it is playing back to basics. But I don't think that's gonna matter. No, it doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
We would need Wasteland.
Carrick just texted me. I should have you open chat. So here I have a link. If I can figure out how to send it to you. Chat here. So that should get you to my Twitch chat, I guess. Maybe. We'll figure it out eventually. Hi, Nino. Yes, you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can just see your screen right now.
Yeah, I
Which is
think
enough for me.
in Hangouts I just sent you a link to the Twitch chat if you want to watch that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to read it all out loud, which is fine. Yeah, so Nino, the professor is on in about an hour, so stick around. Mar Chats, thank you for following.
Oh, here we go.
Did you find it?
Looks good.
Awesome. Alrighty, so let's go try a game. I think we're gonna tournament practice constructed open play though, so I don't lose any money on it.
This might be the first. You should be more confident than that. You've got me sitting here.
Well, that's true.
But no, let's let's play the open constructed anyway. This
Okay.
might be the first Magic the Gathering online legacy Merfolk match that's being streamed.
You think so?
It's for sure going to be the first one that's going to end up on YouTube.
Well, there we go. We'll see what happens.
Legacy Merfolk, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, let's play.
Hope everyone got a good look at that sweet list. I've always wanted to play Back to Basics.
It says someone else is hosting, but I don't have an option to join.
Yeah, just leave event.
Yeah.
I understand this
Now
problem.
I'm hosting. There we go.
What I end up doing is I just host.
Yeah, that's normally what I end up doing.
Honestly, it's been a long time since I played constructed open play matches. But I used to do it a lot. I used to do it tons.
Event could not be joined because the server did not respond in time. Okay. Alright, this is really stupid. One more try, and if it doesn't work, we'll go play a real game.
These are not the technical difficulties we were expecting.
No, not at all. But shout out, thank you, Carrick, for getting all of the stream cameras and pictures and everything set up, because it looks fantastic. Alright, so we've got DM795 here. Hi. Two favorite Merfolk players. Woohoo! I looked at it. I have not gone and like bought it yet or like played it and tapped out, but like goldfish it, but we're gonna see what happens. Well, you were on. I played some slivers and that was super exciting, so we're talking about Pauper.
Pauper slivers?
Yeah.
Oh
it's pretty crazy.
I guess it works.
It's the most Merfolky of Pauper.
You could just play Merfolk.
Yeah, in theory.
I mean, I have no idea what is available in the commons slot for Merfolk.
Right.
Like, at the moment, I can't even name you one. Not Curse Catcher, not Mirror Rajiri, not Augur of Bolus, not... Yeah, I don't even know what is a common. Oh no, but no, uncommons are not allowed. Just only if they were printed in common.
Yep. So no lords, just a bunch of shitty merfolk. It could be interesting to try to throw them all in a deck and see what happens, but I'm not sure it'll be competitive.
But then you'll just cry and say, why didn't I just play a Delver deck?
Mm-hmm.
But good slivers are common? Like Muscle Sliver or something?
Yep. Muscle Sliver. Well, there's 3 Sliver Lords, and then there's the Vigilant Sliver, and the First Strike Sliver, and... Okay, this is totally not working. We'll go play a real game. But, real quick, I can show you the Sliver list.
Sure.
Pauper... Slivers... So, Virulent Sliver, which is poisonous. Gemhide, which is tap for mana. Plated. Yep. Sidewinder, which is flanking.
I don't know that one. Is the mana good? Like, is there great mana? I don't know. Is there great... I guess you could just use anything. Oh, this is just a pure 2-color deck.
Yep, it's just green, white.
When I think of slivers, I think Sliver Queen and 5 colors. And
right. But this
Aether Vial.
It's been pretty fun. I've only played like 2 or 3 games with it, I guess, but it's very straightforward and you don't have to think almost at all, which is really nice.
How much does it cost?
This was like $5.
That's cheap. All right.
Yeah, that's the magic of Pauper.
No, it's not.
No, some of them are really expensive.
I looked into a Delver deck and it requires 4 dazes, and that's really expensive online.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you want to play Delver, which is what I would want to play, then you will pay through the nose to play Pauper.
Sure. Alright, so Windfall Legacy, this is probably the 2-man. Alright, well, we're going to try this because it'll actually fire.
And these guys are tough, I hear. I hear the Legacy scene online. They know what they're doing.
Well, we don't know what we're doing completely. Yes,
Don't
we'll
worry.
go first. Between the two of us, we
Two,
should be okay.
two are better than one.
Yes. Okay, we've only got
Okay.
Cavern of Souls. That's probably not good enough.
No,
Oh,
are we on
Force
the
of
play or
Will.
the draw?
We are on the play.
Oh yeah, we can't keep this. We cannot. Unless we knew we were playing against Storm.
True.
This, this is
This
playable.
is better, yep. So, Cavern into Vial, probably.
Do you know what? Play the island first, because if he plays turn one... If for some reason he wanted to play turn one Wasteland, he can't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. I will keep.
It
And they
wouldn't-
kept 7.
It would... Yeah, we'll just keep any gas we can get.
Put on top, please. Alright, Island. And then Vial, I suppose.
Yeah. If only we could pitch that to Force of Will.
Right?
We need blue cards to pitch to Force of Will.
Which are all the merfolk that I'm used to playing with and I don't want to get rid of. Tundra and Ponder.
Could be a lot of things.
Yeah, that's not very helpful.
Although I must say, if it's Jeskai Stoneblade, we're in trouble. If it's Miracles, we might be fine. Because I hear it's a good matchup for us.
Okay. So yes, we'll roll this up. So probably Cavern into Master and Violent
Yeah.
Curse Catcher in step.
I guess so.
You guess so?
No, you know what? Don't do that because... Oh no, wait a minute. You can do that. I'm just used to playing Curse Catcher at the end of their turn, if necessary.
Right, that's what I was
you
saying.
want-
I was on there in step.
Oh, I saw that thing in our end step. Because sometimes you also want to do it on our own end step.
Right, so that we can counter anything that they might throw
Yeah,
at us.
if there's an important spell. But I was thinking, if they're playing Miracles, and he wants to Miracle at his upkeep for 1 white mana, or sorry, at his draw step, then we have the Curse Catcher for it anyway.
Right. So I think we're good to pass it over.
Mm-hmm. You know, something I never really thought about until now is that we also have the option of not playing Curse Catcher to save it for Force of Will.
That's true.
But at the same time, I have a feeling that Force of Will is not going to be a good card in this matchup.
Yeah, we got Jeskai going on, so... If it's the Jeskai, whatever you said, was a bad matchup for us. Stoneblade.
They're playing
it.
Stoneblade. This is not a good sign. I've played against this quite a lot on paper, and I have conceded that matchup is not good. Or I have not found the right plan against this deck. But if it's Miracles, we could race them before they even get on their feet.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play Mutavault.
Do you know, I would say let's not play the Master.
Okay.
I think we have a 3-turn clock no matter what. Or can we kill him next turn if we play this thing? We attack for 6,
So,
the next
yeah.
turn we attack for...
For 9, or for 9.
Only...
No. Right, it'd be
we
9.
attack for 9 in the Mutavault, so 13.
13, okay.
13 plus
So
6
it's
is only
3
19.
turns.
So if we play the Master now, I think we are only open to getting blown out by... are you familiar with the card called Terminus?
I am not.
At his upkeep, if Terminus is on top of his deck, he can just pay 1 white, and it puts all creatures in play on the bottom of their owner's libraries.
Huh.
So what I'm saying is, we're gonna kill him in 3 turns no matter what. Like unless we draw another Lord.
Sure.
But I don't think it's
Worth
necessary
playing
to
this
put-
Lord here.
Yeah, maybe we want to save it with Force of Will, but we'll see. Like, let's just attack. If he swords to Plowshares or bolts something, then we can put our Lord into play.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and just attack then.
Yeah. And we never want to play our Lords before we attack, or almost never.
True.
Like, we want to do it right after the blocker step if we really want to put the Lords in play
Mm-hmm.
through Aether Vial.
Yeah, I often forget to wait. Alright, Scalding Tarn.
So maybe he is going to bolt something, which in that case we are probably going to play our master.
No red.
Or not. Double white. I don't know what we're up against.
No idea. Snapcaster.
Alright, so that is a reason to play our Master of the Pearl Trident.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to try to block our...
we can do it after he blocks, too.
I would rather... Do we want to get the damage? Yeah, I think we'd rather get the damage in.
Okay.
I don't know if he can recycle this Snapcaster Mage.
He's going to get Ponder.
Yeah, but he can't play it. Like, this is actually quite desperate on his part. It's really desperate. Like, normally you don't want to throw away a Snapcaster Mage for a creature. You want to get some value out of the graveyard.
Right. So now we got Island Walk, and this will go through.
That's right.
Alrighty.
And at this point, I don't know what he's playing. I really just don't know. He could still be on Jeskai Stoneblade. He's got like True Name Nemesis in his hand, but he's just going to be killed very quickly.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
He's actually dead now. We have lethal on the board because he fetched with his Scalding Tarn.
Oh yeah. 369.
But that's his mistake.
13.
He shouldn't do that. Like, he can bluff removal. It's hard for us to attack with two masters into a Snapcaster Mage when he could potentially Swords to Plowshare one of them. So it's his big mistake to just resign on the spot like that. Because if we were playing around it, we would just attack with the Curse Catcher and the Mutavault.
Yeah.
Okay, so he resigned also early because we now don't know what we're up against.
Right. Chat asks, which local gaming store do you frequent and why?
Me?
Yes, they're asking you.
Fusion Gaming. I go to this card store in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada called Fusion. They also have a site where they sell cards online called fusiongamingonline.com. That is where I play. They also stream matches of their modern tournaments and some of their bigger tournaments, but I haven't gone to any of those tournaments that got featured on stream yet. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the chat.
Right. That's a skill that I had to slowly learn.
This local game store because it is the most competitive in my city.
Okay, so what do we think we should bring in? So Echoing Truth might be okay.
Yes. Well,
back to basics.
My gut tells me that this is Stoneblade. That's what my gut is telling me.
Okay.
Because we saw... Well, it's either that or Miracles, but I don't know why this would be Miracles. So what we could do is we could bring in Echoing Truth. We should also think about what we're taking out. I'm not sure what we're taking out here.
True. Chalice will be good, Force will be good, True Name will be good. So Phantasmal Image, Silvergill, Harbinger maybe?
Yeah, let's take out Harbinger. The problem is we have nothing good to bounce. Stoneforge Mystic is not something we want to bounce. We can't target True Name Nemesis, and if he has a Batterskull on the board, it has a Vigilance. Do you know what? Take out the Jit, because we actually can't kill anything with it, and it's really hard to activate. Take out... bring in Manriki Gusari. This could be end up being a huge mistake if he's not playing what we think what he's playing, but that'll be okay. Also, take out Phantasmal Image. Oh no, that's okay. That's card is good.
I pulled in some back to basics. Do you think we want that?
I have no idea, but we're gonna go with it.
Okay, so we're at 62
take
cards.
Out 2 cards. Take out 2 Phantasmal Image really quickly.
Click.
I don't know if that's the right decision. Like the right decision might have been pulling out 4 Aether Vial, but I didn't know what to bring in. We didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough time.
Oh well, it happens.
We're up a game. Anyway, he might be on Miracles.
Hi there, card order.
We can't rule that out. Yes, Stoneblade does definitely mean Manriki Gusari.
Okay, so
no, you can't bounce a Batterskull token, Wombologist PhD, because Batterskull tokens never tap. I mean, you can bounce it with Echoing Truth.
I think this is good. I think we keep it. We can Chalice on 1.
With Force of Will backup.
Right, yeah, I like this.
And we have Cavernous Souls if he's gonna be a dink with
Yep.
some sort, like if he is somehow playing counterbalance.
Oh, and we drew another cavern.
Well, we're still gonna lead off with an island.
Yeah.
You have to lead off with these basics because they play Wasteland.
Oh yeah. And that's
Wasteland is dangerous.
non-basic.
Mm-hmm. The strip mine of non-basic lands.
All right, so we definitely have red now.
It feels like he's. I wonder what he's playing. Yeah, we can. No, we don't play the island again. We're gonna save all our Cavernous Souls.
And then Chalice here.
Yeah, we can Chalice for 1. It's possible he has no counter spells in his deck for this. Because what players typically do...
Alright, so do we Force of Will to get that to land?
Yes, let's Force Will throwing Master of the Pearl Trident away.
Cast pay 1 life and exile a blue card from your hand.
Yep.
Get rid of that one.
Played with Force of Will?
There's a Master. I've never played with it before.
It's awesome.
I just had to read it.
Spell Pierce, very good idea on his part. So a lot of our best cards are non-creature spells.
True.
But yeah, so Ponder, Brainstorm, Spell Pierce, Swords of Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, they're now all off the table.
Yep. Monastery Mentor?
Okay, so this is definitely, what's it called? It looks like this is a Miracles deck that's playing this guy. So we'll just go into True Name Nemesis. And we have to really respect this thing. This thing can kill us in 2 turns.
The Monastery Mentor? Yeah, it's really gross.
Like, what he can do is...
So we want protection from them.
Spells. The thing is, he can still play his spells. He can still cast anything. It's just going to get countered by Chalice.
Right.
Like, he's still going to get the prowess, and he's still going to get the creatures.
Yep. They did not attack.
Probably because he can't. He'll just... Well, True Name Nemesis has protection from...
So I could block and it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, from player.
So I think what he wants to do... Well, his situation's awkward. He's going to want to... Before you play Cavernous Souls, play your Silvergill Adept.
That's what I was about to do.
Yeah. Actually... Technically, I guess doesn't change anything, because if we draw a Mutavault, we're probably not playing it anyway.
Right. So, does it matter, really?
Nope. Just as long as you remember what you pick.
I almost always pick Lord Atlantis, so that's why I automatically go to that one.
Alright.
I don't know why. Oh, look, another one.
Yeah, you have a system. Okay, so it looks like this guy's going to be dead really quickly. I foresee that we're winning this.
I hope so. That'd be a great way to start out on Legacy. Alright, so attack for 4?
Yeah. And next turn... Are we attacking for the win?
4. That's only 9. But,
No,
or I guess
name
it'd
will
be
be
10, 11, 12.
16, yeah, we're attacking for...
Oh, right, I
Shoot,
can play
no.
both of them.
No, we're gonna have only 15 damage. 6, 5, 4. Yeah, 15 damage. But if he, so assuming he doesn't crack his fetch land, if he cracks a fetch land, then he's done for.
Consul's Judgment.
Okay, so what he does, it's basically a sorcery speed removal spell for any non-land permanent, so he can choose Chalice of the Void. Okay, so we'll see what he chooses.
Votes for non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes or tied for the most votes.
So what's going to happen
so we
is
vote
whatever
for the
he
same
votes
thing
for,
he says.
You vote.
For
vote
the same
for the
thing.
same thing he does. Well, I might have spoke too soon here. Oh no, but if he removes
What did
Chalice,
he vote?
like, huh?
Oh, he votes for Chalice of the Void. It's over here.
Yeah, so you also vote for Chalice of the Void, because if you vote for anything else,
So
then
we
it's
lose
going
both
to...
of them.
Yeah, both those votes will happen.
Alrighty. We could trade a Silver Gill for this since we're not going to make it in 2 turns or in 1 turn anyway.
You could try, but the problem is it's not going
He
to work.
plays
He's
anything
just
else.
going to. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's at instant speed gonna like kill the Lord of Atlantis.
Alright. So I guess we shouldn't block. We can take 3.
Yeah, we can take 3. It's probably not going to work out for him because let's say he plays 2 spells from his hand, then he doesn't have anything to trigger prowess next turn. I think we're still in really, really, really good shape.
Oh, and another Lord.
Excellent.
Blue.
Let's go,
and
Lordy
Island.
Lordy.
Can't be countered.
Can't be countered. That's true. And this is really important in Legacy where they have Force of Will and Daze.
Brainstorm.
All sorts of nonsense. Yeah, here comes Brainstorm. This is actually really good for us because he has only 1 mana available. And then if we get 2 Lords on the table, it's impossible for him to, for example... Okay, there's no way we lose Island Walk with 3 total Lords on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And he has only 1 mana available.
Well, there's that one that kills whatever and all the same name as it. I don't know if that's played in Legacy.
Maelstrom Pulse?
Yeah, and I don't know how much that costs. I don't know if that's it or not.
And kill something and everything with the same name?
Yeah. Hi, Unks! Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat very well.
Don't know what that card is.
Chalice might turn off Miracle Tournament this,
my
but
YouTube
there.
Viewers here.
You do see some of them? Yay!
Jetanas, Unks. Hey guys. This is the first time I am on stream. Officially. I've been called a streamer for over a year. This is the very first time I'm officially actually being streamed at all. I think our opponent should have played Brainstorm on his turn because it looked like he didn't know what he wanted.
He saw our pile of Lords. Woohoo! Yeah!
That's how it's done. Merfolk and Legacy.
I think everybody is asking for you to notice them. Oh! Hi, Kitty!
I need the Force of Wills and the True Name Nemesises, and then I can start playing Legacy.
Alright, so Nino, what happened is we just had a pile of Lords, and... Hello, Kitty. We were actually 1 short of lethal, but they may not have been able to... They may not have counted it all the way, and wanted to go on to a new game. I think we just were so far ahead that they didn't have much chance.
They probably had no removal in their hand.
Yeah, possibly.
They just realized that they just got nothing.
Hi there, Chayati. Yeah, I'm not Nikachu, but right there. There is Nikachu. The stream died. No.
No.
No. Okay, it's back. You just refresh, although you probably can't hear me.
Hi, Chayati. I'm certain there was a ton of Merfolk players in the chat right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
We are not a dying breed at all. Merfolk is an extremely loved archetype. Like, it's really, really warmly loved and by its pilots.
Yeah, it's almost a cult.
I mean,
not
before
a bad
it
way.
got competitive, people just loved their Merfolk, and they're very, very passionate about it. I don't know a single Merfolk player that isn't outrageously passionate about the archetype.
Mm-hmm. I'm super excited by Merfolk, and obviously you are too. Alrighty, so Carrick suggested that we talk about... After being at the GP, I've decided to try a couple of changes. So here's my GP list.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've probably seen this before. I ask you about the Master of Waves and stuff in this list. So I'm going to cover Master of Waves, and then you can see all of it. But he's convinced me to try Kira, because my matchup against Burn has been really good anyway. So Monastery Siege is not as quite as helpful. And then also, he beat Affinity twice with Hercule's Recall, so he's like completely sold on it.
Yeah.
And I had not been sold on it, but I figured I could give it a shot. So I haven't played with this specific list yet. I took out, because I had a Snag and a Spell Pierce in the side, and then a Swan Song. So that's what I took out for Recall. And I don't know if that was the right choice.
So how much counter magic do we have now? We just have not almost none. You have 2 Spell Pierces.
2 Pierce and Snag
I'd
in
probably
main.
take out a Tectonic Edge for another Swan Song, or remove the Swan Songs and make them negates, or some sort of counter magic.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're just hoping that there's not going to be a lot of combo decks.
I mean, there's tons of combo decks, though. Whoa!
Yeah.
What
So
happened?
make more.
There we go.
Your bar just slid. So I would say take out... if you want to play with Hercule's Recall, the card I think that has to get the boot is some Tectonic Edges, and playing with 2 Tectonic Edges is totally fine.
Yeah. Especially because I'll still have my C's. Alright. So, you think Negate over Swan Song?
I really like Negate right now. I don't know why I didn't play with this card a lot earlier. It's the same casting cost as Remand, except it terminates the spell that I'm trying to counter. Like, Remand is good against creature decks, but Negate is good against combo decks.
Right, and that's what we're trying to fill with the Swan Song anyway.
Yeah.
It's just more expensive. Oops. It's just more expensive.
But there's a lot of combo
Swan
decks
Song.
you don't want to give them a bird.
Right.
Like,
that's why I've not really liked Swan Song. It just makes me mad when I have to give them a bird.
I mean, it still works. Like, I sided it in against Burn all the time, but it's something you want to do overall. I mean, you don't want to bring it in against Twin at all. It's a really bad card against Twin.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to beat you down in the air anyway with Pester Mites and on the ground with Deceiver Exarchs. This list looks fine. Hercule's Recall now is a lot more playable than it used to be.
Mm-hmm. I think that's changed since I decided. I think that's changed since I decided to take it out and just kind of abandon my Affinity matchup.
Well, I still abandon my Affinity matchup because I still have not faced Affinity, and I even like Hercule's Recall has come into popularity mostly off of the back of Hunter Nance's successful lists. But I asked Hunter Nance, did he play Affinity at all in any of his tournaments where he succeeded with the deck? And he said he didn't play against it at all, which just further reinforces my theory of just trying to dodge the deck. So, like, while his list has been very successful with Hercule's Recall on the sideboard, he didn't play again. He wasn't successful because the Hercule's Recall was there. He still didn't play against Affinity at all.
Yeah, it really hurt. My third loss at the GP was to Affinity, and I just didn't have a chance. If it had been my first or my second loss, the day could have gone on, but it was the third one, so I was cut from day 2, and I ended up going 6-3. So that just kind of hurt, even if it's silly.
That's gonna be a good score in the future because they're gonna adjust the Grand Prix structure to allow the 6-3s to make it into day 2.
Right, which I'm kind of excited about because it makes it more likely that I'll get in. I have a good chance of going 7-2, but 6-3 is even easier. So.
Sorry, Chatty. You can check out my lists on my channel though, at Nikachu MTG on YouTube. They want to see my modern list, but we're looking at your modern list.
Yep, this is my Magic Online, so I can't exactly hop over to his.
But this list looks really good. I don't have anything against your list at all.
All right.
I'm personally not playing with Kira right now just because I think I can live without her.
I've
what are you struggling
Monastery
against?
Siege before. I've been using Monastery Siege, and have preferred that always, but Kira helps against Twin, which I've been struggling a little bit against.
Yep.
So
As is
I was
everyone. As
convinced
is
to give it a try.
yeah. No, Kira's really good. Kira's good against Affinity, believe it or not. Really good against Affinity because she can block everything.
Oh, right. She can block the
There
flying
are
stuff.
board states
Eric
where
BTJR, thank you for following.
there are board states where there's just a ton of little dinky creatures in the air, but none of them can attack for more than 2. And then all of a sudden they just don't attack at all because this Kira holds the entire fort. So Kira's good against Affinity. Jund, it's okay against Twin. It's not super amazing against Twin, but she is good.
Yeah,
the problem is
that
they can play, like, just Pester might target Kira to break the shield, and then they'll bolt her.
Yeah.
But she is still good against Twin. She's good against Abzan. She's good against...
Gordophylaxy, thank you for following. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Thanks for following. But yeah, so... But then a lot of the decks that I just named are like the super titans of Modern.
Yeah.
Especially Jund. Jund has become very popular recently.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last bit. My headphones clicked out.
No, I'm just saying the few decks that I mentioned, they're the super big titans of Modern. Affinity, yeah. Twin, Jund. Those are the really big decks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so would you like to play one of these or try another Legacy game? Do you have a preference?
What do you want, chat? We'll leave it up to the chat. What does chat want to see?
Here, I'll try to set up a poll.
Oh, you can do that?
I can. You guys have 30 seconds.
So interactive. I love Twitch.
There you guys go.
I wish Twitch would love me.
The trick is the time. You have to be relatively consistent. Looks like Legacy is winning. We have 30 seconds, so we'll find out.
I think the thing is that, like, everyone's seen so much Modern Merfolk. They know they're going to see more Modern Merfolk later today.
True.
Oh, Modern's gaining some traction here.
Poll is closed. Modern 5, Legacy 4. So I guess we're going to play some Modern. One hot dog could be the difference between life and death.
Wormbologist, sorry, you're a little too late.
You would have made it a tie, though. Alright, well, Modern won, so let's go over to the play lobby.
Right, we're gonna play some Modern. No, there's plenty of time to beat someone in Modern and then move on to Legacy.
That is true.
Plenty of time.
We are playing... Okay, this is Modern. Alrighty.
Look at that confidence you have. You don't even look at the open constructed matches. You want to get in there for ticks.
Yeah. I don't normally go. It's just when I don't know a deck at all, I don't want to, like, go in and
just,
have make a whole ton of mistakes, right?
No, I get you. No, I cut my teeth on those open constructed formats. And there were, back in the day when ticks the boosters would be worthless, like close to worthless.
Mm-hmm.
All the good players would gravitate to the open constructed games.
We won the die roll. Woohoo! And
Spooky.
Yeah. Speaker Ender, that was our first Legacy game ever. So, we do not have any blue.
It's probably the first the first Legacy Merfolk Magic the Gathering online match that's going to end up being on YouTube.
Alright, we can keep this one. We don't really need that.
Yeah, we don't.
Oakley dokley.
Start with Island.
Your turn.
Only because if he somehow, like right now, he had something to do on turn 1, and he's holding up Spell Snare, and
Mm-hmm.
now that Spell Snare is useless.
And it doesn't tell them exactly what we're playing necessarily right away.
Exactly. If you play Cavern Merfolk,
That's
the jig is up.
Fetch, so...
Oh, sorry. If you play turn 1 Cavern Merfolk, there is actually one other deck that might do that.
Really?
I'm gonna leave that in the chat
Oh.
for a little while. Can anyone name the other deck that would go turn 1 Cavern Merfolk? There is one other deck that is not Merfolk. Has no Merfolk in the deck.
Alright, so we drew a master off of the Silvergill.
I'm gonna reveal the answer in, I don't know, in a few minutes. But it's a good riddle.
You got them all stumped, it looks like. Is it modern, they ask?
It is modern. It's a modern deck.
Hollowed Fountain Forest.
What are we up against here? Tamagoyf.
Not 100% sure.
We're playing against some. We're playing against some Bant deck.
Right.
That should be easy because they have islands.
Right.
Oh,
We've already got our island. Okay, so play this here. Protect a lord as he enters the battlefield. Bam. And I guess I can go ahead and curse catch now. Probably could have waited, but
Yeah, this game is playing itself. This is what Merfolk is all about. Putting lords on the table, attacking without having to think about blocking.
alright. People are guessing Amulet Bloom to bluff or burn, or Joe does that sometimes.
Yeah, I guess looks like your husband got it right. It is actually Amulet Bloom. What
Really?
they can do is play turn 1 Cavern of Souls on Merfolk, and then on turn 2 they're going to play their bounce land, putting their Cavern of Souls back into their hand. So it can throw off their opponent on turn 1.
That's actually really clever. Alright, so we got a Misty Rainforest hit the field. Ah, man. Did not get a land. That's okay.
That's okay. Just play a lord. But now here comes the skill of Merfolk. How do we attack?
I would throw all 3 in.
No, you
that
shouldn't.
wrong?
You should actually just throw the non-lords in play. You want
I
to play
guess in
around
case
removal.
they destroy this one, then they could block this one.
Exactly. If they destroy
Yeah.
the Lord of Atlantis and then block... Well, okay, he didn't have removal, it seems.
Sure.
Why do so many people resign so early?
I don't know. This never happens.
Because the thing is, we have to play carefully around removal. If we throw all
Right.
3 of them in, we get so blown out by a removal spell. Whereas if we just play a little cautiously and keep the lords behind, we guarantee that we're gonna win in the next few turns.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I brought in Tidebinder because we saw Goyf, and maybe Dismember.
Well, we didn't see anything.
We didn't see very
I would
much.
say, yeah, bring in Dismember.
Mm-hmm. And Tidebinder.
Yeah, Tidebinder's good.
All right, so now
I
we have to
guess.
figure out what to take out. And it sucks because we have no idea what they're playing, really.
You can take out the Spreading Seas because they already have islands.
Oh yeah, that's.
It might be wrong because they might have some really important islands that we want to Spreading Seas, but we're just gonna assume that it's not that important in this matchup.
All right. It's worth a shot. So let's go submit.
It's also possible Curse Catcher could be taken out, but I don't know what's in. Like, I'm not 100% sure what they're playing. It could be just some random Bant brew.
Ugh, that's a terrible hand.
It is terrible. Oh, because you know what? If this was
Dissing
Retreat
Feet.
to Coral Helm, if this is that Nightfall deck, Phantasmal Image would have been a good card to side out.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we keep a 3rd land, go straight into that
Yeah.
Reejerey.
Yeah. I think it looks good. See, there we go. We need the spreading seizes all of a sudden.
Yeah. All right.
Probably the correct move was to take out the curse catcher.
Was to what? Take it out?
Yeah, take out curse catcher. Or even the spell pierce. No, definitely not the snag. Snag is definitely good.
Yeah, we don't know how many non-creature spells they're running though.
I hope this
All
guy
right,
didn't
there's our
sideboard
island walk.
into a control deck. That'd be awful.
That would be. Alright, so Tidebinder with no target or Phantasmal Image copying a Curse Catcher. Neither is fantastic.
Well, first attack with curse catcher.
Right.
Because it's never going to attack for more than one. And then we can decide what we're going to put into play. And I think it's just going to be Tidebinder. Play Phantasmal Image, and he kills our curse catcher for any reason, then we have nothing to copy and we get 2 for 1.
Right.
So we don't want to play Phantasmal Image. I mean, there's so many situations where our creatures are grizzly bears anyway.
Right.
I would hold on to the Tidebinder if I had nothing else in... I don't know how to explain it. There are some situations I might hold on to the Tidebinder, but we're curving out to 4 so well that I just want to do that.
Kitchen Finks.
Here comes Kitchen Finks.
Hey, buddy. Alright, so straight into Reejerey.
You could also just play the Lord of Atlantis, because it gives us Island Walk, and we could attack for 5 right now.
True. I screwed that one up.
It's not too big of a deal. This is something we could do, but this is still the more mana efficient thing we can do. But I wouldn't throw any of the creatures away.
Right. So I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Yeah. We also had the option of Phantasmal Imaging his Kitchen Finks, and it plays around Supreme Verdict a little bit.
That's true.
I'm not 100% sure what this is. There are control decks that play Kitchen Finks, but there are... But not with Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is totally new to me.
Path to Exile. Alright.
Yep.
Free land. Now we've got 4.
Yes. Path to Exile is not as good of a card as most people think.
Right, I don't like it at all.
And it's for this reason. Like, he's helping us curve out. I mean, we could play Lord of Atlantis into Phantasmal Image, and we win-win no matter what.
Right, I think that's what we do.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, for example, if he kills the Lord of Atlantis, we can still copy Tidebinder Mage with Phantasmal Image and tap his Kitchen Finks.
Yep.
We have a lot of things we can do here.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I think he's just playing some Bant deck.
Yeah, like Bant good stuff.
Bant good stuff. I think if he had Supreme Verdict, he would not have played Path to Exile. That's, in my opinion, that's something... it's a sign that they don't have a sweeper when they start removing your creatures.
Yeah. Alright, so... Island Walk, these guys are safe. Let's send them in.
They're
to
very
battle!
safe. We have 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're... Unfortunately, we're not going to get the land because the Phantasmal Image's trigger is going to happen first. But it's okay. We're still attacking with Island Walk. Unless he's got Vapor Snag. No, it doesn't matter if he has Vapor Snag because we have Curse Catcher.
Oakley dokley, and your turn.
What is going to happen next?
Ewit.
Oh, this is some sort of value deck.
Yeah.
Do we have Relic of Progenitus?
So he's gonna go grab a path, and then use it probably right away.
Yeah.
No, I don't have Relic in here.
You know, now that I think of it, Phantasmal Imaging the Kitchen Finks is really good because even if they play Path to Exile and we have to sacrifice our Finks, we're gonna get a Finks back.
That's true. It may have been wiser. What do we gonna draw? Okie dokie.
Wow, this hand is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know which one's a better choice right now.
He played Path to Exile already. No,
Yeah.
I would just slam a Master. This can win so quickly. It's the Master of Waves.
Alright, and we don't want to get eaten, so I can pass the turn.
Sometimes we do want to get eaten, but this is not going to be one of those times.
Right.
Like, if I feel Supreme Verdict is coming up the very next turn, and I know it somehow, then I'll, like, start throwing creatures into the Kitchen Finks.
Sure. So that the Kitchen Finks then dies. Okay, so he's attacking with the Finks.
Oh, that is...
Supreme
weird.
Verdict? No, like...
Well, we're going to block with a token.
Yeah.
We're not going to take any... Or no, do we want to... Yeah. I don't really like it when they do this, but...
DJKMTG, thank you for following.
Yeah, there are some people who... There's actually quite a few people who are not confident in Master Waves. In the last few months, I would say he's gone back to normal popularity, but over the summer, people were having a lot of doubts about him.
I
There are people
freaking
running,
love
like,
Master
two-
Waves.
Like, for me, he's just a mandatory 4 of in almost every list.
And we drew another! Woo!
And this is why we want 4 of them.
Have a bunch of
Can't
4-3s
deal with
soon.
this. Please do not play Restoration Angel, Blinking Eternal Witness, bringing back... Oh no, Path, it won't work because we have Curse Catcher.
Right.
The power of Curse Catcher, look at that. If he has Restoration Angel into Blinking Eternal Witness into playing Path to Exile, it doesn't work because we have Curse Catcher. That's the power of Curse Catcher.
Alright, so do we throw the elementals in? They would trade at the worst.
You want... Tideminer Mage is...
Just a bear right now.
You know what? No, send in just the elementals. He's just a bear, but
He's a
he
merfolk
adds
bear.
to devotion.
Oh, yes.
I don't know how much that matters anymore because we have just so much stuff on the board. There's just so much stuff here.
I know, it's fantastic.
I think we're easily swinging for the win next turn. You see? You see? Curse Catcher. Look, everyone observe the power of Curse Catcher here.
You can't curse catch it. It's a creature.
No, but Restoration Angel could blink the Eternal Witness, bringing back
Okay.
Path to Exile to their hand.
Right. And that's what we can stop.
And that's what we could Curse Catcher.
Yep.
The point is he could still do this, but we got all the tokens already off of Master of Waves.
Right.
So we don't lose the tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to lose 3 tokens right now.
Yes.
Probably.
Alright, so we flickered the Eternal Witness, get a path,
Mhm.
just like we expected.
That's fine. He can have as many paths as he wants. We have a million waves. And I think we are attacking for lethal next turn.
I believe so.
If we draw land, we might be able to play Rugiri into Master Waves. So this is good. So he's in a Supreme Verdict or Bust mode.
Yep. And it's your turn. Can you get the Supreme Verdict? I'm gonna vote for no.
So I'm glad we have that Curse Catcher in our deck.
Mm-hmm. I think we did sideboard properly. Alright, so we just let this happen?
Yeah, well, we can't do
We
anything
don't have
about
any
it.
option. Yeah,
It
might
might
as
be
well
good.
get it
Getting
land.
lands is... I love lands.
I do too.
I love it when they play Path to Exile. To be honest, his deck is... It's played properly for Path to Exile. So long as you can keep recurring cards like that with Eternal Witness and Restoration Angel, then it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to deal with the second Master of Waves. He might be able to with Snapcaster Mage. What is he doing?
It's attacking
This is
in the
very-
air, which is
This
fine.
is very unnerving for me.
I know!
Like, we've got a ton of power on the board, but he decides, I'm going to attack for 3. because I'm not afraid of everything you have on the board.
Right. And it's our turn. So, oh,
Please.
Spell
Oh,
Pierce
so those
backup.
you can't. Yeah, we have backup. Play the Master Waves.
Well, bam.
Yeah, this looks like it's game. If you play Snapcaster Mage targeting Path to Exile, it won't work.
So
He made a big mistake. He should have done this at our upkeep.
Yep.
That was a big mistake.
So target Path to
Sequencing,
Exile.
ladies and gentlemen, sequencing is very important in Modern. It's the difference between winning and losing. So if he did this at our upkeep, because it's the same play, more or less, because he knows he has to kill the Master Waves, except he let us draw a card, which ended up being the card that's
Gonna save our life.
Save our life. And it's a card that we were willing to side out, but we didn't.
Nah, I don't want you to pass this time.
It's funny, if I could do this all over again, I would have sided out the Phantasmal Images and the Spell Pierces and the Curse Catchers, and so far those have been
would have saved
the key
us.
cards that are winning us this game.
All right,
so if he blocks 2 of them, let's calculate
3,
this.
6,
We've got
9, 12, 15, so 18.
6 times 3, so 12 damage there. So yeah, get in with everything that you can.
Yep, so...
I guess everything except the Master Waves, just in case.
Right. Send these all in?
Yeah, send them in.
Because he'll at least trade if they block it.
Yeah. But it looks like he's just going to die.
It should
I don't think,
yeah.
Maybe even the best play was to attack with the Master Waves.
Well, I mean, it's 12 with the elementals and then 3 from the other guys. Woo!
You are dead, sir.
That was pretty good.
That was a great game of Magic cards, ladies and gentlemen.
Piles of Master of Waves.
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright, I got 6 hours of this. It'll be fun. I'm excited.
Easy. Easy.
I think I've been on for up to 8 at one point, so not too worried.
I mean, that's basically what I would do. I would just turn my computer on, turn Twitch on, and just when I play, I binge. I binge play.
Master of Waves rewarded us for our faith, Carrick says.
Yes, Master, we must maintain our faith in the Master. He is the Master above all masters. All the other masters are imposters.
He is the true Master of Waves.
The true and all the other masters, all the other wizards, they laughed at him for studying the art of waves. They thought, like, what's gonna become of waves? Who cares?
Kimito 69,
now
thank
look
you.
at him. Look at all those other wizards that studied the dead and I don't know, lightning and
pulling things back from the graveyard.
Life and forestry. None of that stuff mattered. It was waves all along. It was all about the waves.
Oh, hey, Sammy Bunny. I think I saw you earlier, but I don't think I said hello.
Master of the Pearl Trident is not the real master, cheating us. Neither is Hunt Master of the Fells, and I've noticed that they are increasingly printing more cards with the name Master in the title.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because that Hunt Master of the Fells was Ravnica, and then we got Theros block with Master of Waves.
Master of Waves. Can't remember what in the last sets have they called something a master. I can't remember if the new...
Can't think of anything. I'm sure there's one.
I know when I'm looking...
Abzan Beastmaster.
You see, there you go, Abzan Beastmaster.
And Airy Bowmasters.
Bowmasters. What's the new Planeswalker, that blue-green Planeswalker? That's a master.
That's Kiora... I'm not sure what the rest of her name is, though. Master of the Depths.
Yeah, Master of the Depths. No, she is not the Master of the Depths. The person who rules the Depths is the Master of Waves because he controls everything. You cannot control the waves until you've controlled the depths.
Yes, that does seem logical.
Master waves. Like, at a competitive point of view, this deck doesn't exist without Master of Waves.
No,
It
not
just
really.
doesn't. We would in that last game we would never. I can't say we would never win against that deck because he had islands and we would use Island Walk. But really, there are so many games that come down to just this Master of Waves and his millions of tokens
And his
that we
pro
can.
red is so important.
The Pro Red. I mean, having a billion tokens on the board is the same as Island Walk because there's just too many things to block.
Right. It's just
Master of the
swarm
Unseen,
them.
Master of the Pearls, Soulfire Grandmaster. They're just throwing Master in front in the names of all the cards these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed it. But we all know who the real Master is. None of these other Masters do anything. Who's heard of Resolute Blade Master? Who cares about that?
Yeah, I don't know that one. So it's an ally double strike guy. Could be okay, I guess. Have you seen the Cardamajig's elemental tokens?
Cardamajig?
Yeah. So they have this guy, he keeps making a whole bunch of art for various tokens, and they're super adorable. Let me see if I can pull them up.
I'm trying to get my hand Japanese Theros block Master Waves elemental tokens.
Ah, mouse.
I do like all those custom made tokens though.
Alright, here it is.
That is very cute.
I know! So I've got a couple. They were on sale for Black Friday. Oh, I'm sorry, I was covering your face for a minute when I was searching up this. Alright, but yeah,
I can't see it.
I know. Okay, but yeah, they were on sale, so I got them for like half price, and I've got a dozen of them coming, so I can use them instead of the horses. Which are cool
Yes,
and everything, but
our wonderful water horses. How many water horses have you ever put into play on paper?
um I own 11 and I've not had quite enough through so 12 or 13 at one point.
Okay. The most I ever put into play was 20 because that's how
Woo!
many I own. And I've
Very
done that
nice.
twice, right? I had Exacxies on tokens.
Why is my mouse confused? There we go. Alright. Cheetoness has one water horsey.
That's not enough water horses.
Nope, never is enough water horsies.
Plus dice. Well, what do you do when some of them are tapped? Or do you tap all the water horses at once? You have only like one mode. Tap them all or leave them all untapped.
Yeah, because normally you need at least 2 for tapped or untapped.
Yeah. Need more water horses.
Yep. They're not that expensive.
I might
Who
be
could trade?
hogging all the water horses in this world. Good for speculation, guys. Try to buy as many tokens as you can for a card that requires a lot of tokens. Like Master Wave tokens now are worth $1 or more than $1 now.
Because people who need them need so many of them.
Yeah, they need so many, and they're not reprinting them like spirits.
Yeah. That's the same
Also
thing that
identify
happened
if
with
it's
the
a
Bitter
niche token
Blossom
or not.
fairies.
Yeah, fairies probably also are in the same boat.
Yeah,
Those 1/1 flyers.
Yeah, I know that Bitter Blossom, not only is a card expensive, but to use the right tokens is, piles up. Oh, Pyromancer tokens are also expensive. That makes sense.
Yeah, some of them are. Because I think there are a lot of 1/1 red elemental tokens. But there is a certain one that looks way better than the other ones, and therefore it's worth more.
Oh, apparently the Bitter Blossom fairies got reprinted in Modern Masters. I did not know that. I didn't pay attention.
Good for them.
Gourd of Philoxy uses these. Oh no!
Let's see what these are.
Oh, those are pretty.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah. Are they foil as well? Is that where the rainbow is from?
Oh yeah, for sure they're foil.
Probably. That's pretty sweet. Alright, well
It's really an elemental,
really
though.
awesome.
Looks like an elf.
Right?
An elf on vacation.
All I think about when I see water horses is unicorn from The Last Unicorn, which I freaking love, by the way. So, yeah. That was like one of the movies that I grew up on.
Mm-hmm. What did I grow up on? How old are you?
I am 25.
I'm 30. I grew up on The Rescuers Down Under, and
Ooh, that one was good.
and I don't know what else. My childhood is a blank.
That's okay.
Does anyone have any quick questions while I'm around for like a minute?
I actually have one. Why did you start producing content?
Because
I was asked that earlier.
Merfolk was just supposed to be like an experimental channel for other channels that I might wanted to have done, like video game channels or a chess channel or a poker channel. And at the time, I was just obsessed with playing Merfolk, so I just thought, I'm just going to do it based on Merfolk. I'll just make a channel with Merfolk content. And I just kept rolling with it. And it was immediately popular, and it has slowly and gradually gotten more and more and more and more popular because the most beloved pilots of this deck who love Merfolk usually don't have a lot of success with the deck because it's very complicated. And so I did gain a lot of traction with my channel as people learn the ins and outs with the deck. And I just like the spotlight. I like making this stuff for people. And I guess I'll continue. I'm now stuck with this archetype because of it. I can't switch to another deck in Modern.
Thank you, Gem Delilot. I butchered that one, but thank you for following. Chaos5896 asks for advice for brewing modern decks.
For brewing modern decks?
Yeah, neither of us really brew. We tweak.
Well, the most important thing I would say.
Hello, hello. I hope I'm
it's the professor himself.
How are you, sir and madam? How are you both? How is everybody?
No, we're doing great.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, I was watching the Legacy Merfolk. It just brought a great swelling of warmth or perhaps cold seaweed to my Merfolk heart.
We have one more master here, the master of cardboard and cardboard accessories.
That's right. That's quite a thing to master in, but there wasn't a big impact in that department.
Thank you for following Hilarious Writer 123.
I think for brewing decks, I mean, you could technically brew anything you want, but if you really learn the format, you'll really understand what a deck needs and what a deck doesn't, and it helps you actually build your deck.
Thanks for following, Kurt Ape. Sorry, I keep trying not to talk over you.
What is this? You already answered mine in your video. Here's a cosplay of Merfolk. Oh my.
Should I open this one, or is it dangerous?
No, it's not. It's not dangerous. It's like a very powerful Magikarp.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Oops.
Okay, I think it's time for the
my goodness
to take over.
Oh my goodness.
I've been threatened with a Merfolk mirror match from the professor, so we'll see who gets schooled.
Although after watching you guys, I gotta put Merfolk Legacy together after watching you guys. I've got it in paper, but not online, so I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I want that online as well.
As the first
same
time.
With me. I'm going to be biting the bullet and getting this thing online.
Yeah, Merfolk!
Woo! Merfolk! Woo!
Us Merfolk people are just crazy, that's all.
Yeah.
It's the perfect deck. It has everything. It has aggro, it has tempo, it has counter, it has flexibility. You can splash white, some people splash black. Every Merfolk player's deck is not the same. I mean, think about what other deck has that aspect to it. Like if you're in Affinity, the variance between people's decks are so minor, but with Merfolk you can do all kinds of custom stuff to your meta, to your taste, to your play style. It is the apotheosis of Magic in Legacy and
everything.
Modern. It is
the most flexible deck.
Merfolk,
and it plays islands.
Yes,
very
the
important.
most powerful card in Magic.
It plays islands.
Yep.
Alrighty, so you ready to fight over the mirror match?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to try not to talk about what I'm playing so that you don't hear it all.
Yeah. So I will not be looking at your screen. I'm gonna stay in, of course, the Hangout so that we can talk. Great. And that I can see chat. But before anybody accuses me of any type of advantage, although I probably could use it, I need all the help I can get. I have pushed my screen to the side here. I can see the chat, but I cannot see you or your hand.
All right. Works for me.
Yeah.
Good Instinct says they played Sig River Guide yesterday on EDH.
That's a great deck.
Great.
That's great. And his counterpart, Sig River Cutthroat in EDH, is also good. I've wanted to play around with both of those guys in Modern Merfolk. The card draw sounds delish. The protection sounds delish. Haven't really had too much success.
I tried out River Cutthroat for a while, and I was really adamant about him working. And then I realized he was just a slightly worse Silvergill Adept because he almost never drew me more than one card.
Yeah.
The problem with them is if you are drawing cards, it's because you've got two creatures in play that aren't dying, which also means you're probably winning anyway.
Right.
Anyway,
all right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Your stream, and I will very excitedly watch this mirror match between the two of you. Hey guys,
see how
good luck.
It goes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.